being with myself. I always enjoyed my company since I was a child. Like I would enjoy with people, with my other friends as well. I do want to become a bride, but I do not want to become someone's wife. And that thought kept going in my head. And I kept on thinking about it. One day I just searched online on Google, can I marry myself legally in India? And the first search that I came across was Sologamy, and that was the first time that I got to know about it. And I was very excited. I was not shocked, instead, I was very surprised happily that this is something that I was searching for. I didn't know that it exists. And there have been so many men and women who got married to themselves in different countries, not in India that I read about, but into many other countries where men and women married themselves and they were so happy doing it. And I thought I always want to become a bride but not someone's wife. I want to have a marriage, and Sologamy has no legal standing in India. I won't be doing any offense, I won't be doing any criminal activity, I won't be harming anyone or going against a rule. It would be a celebration of self-love which I have for myself, so why not go for it? Be searching about it with each chapter which I write or which my life writes for me. I'll get to know each shades of me with each situations. But I would say I am very spontaneous, I'm very rebellious, I'm someone who does things in extreme. Like even if I love someone or if I have love about someone or for anything, I would go to extreme levels. There have been time where I have been in relationship in past and I was extreme there as well. I feel when you have so much love inside you and you give it to your better half or the other person, it starts making them feel suffocated because they cannot reciprocate it in the same way. And I used to give so much love that I used to feel like it is not being reciprocated. And I feel like the way I love myself, nobody else could love me in the same way or in the same amount. And I guess I couldn't be any more happier now that I am with myself. I wouldn't say it was because of my past relationship, but each phase of your life teaches you something. When I was in my first relationship, it was a live-in relationship, and his family would come over and I would see if I am married to this man or any other man, how my life is going to be, the kind of expectation my in-laws might be having from me. And I was not seeing myself fitting into the system. Even when I was in my last relationship with a woman, I would see that the kind of love I am giving and the way I am involved into the other person, that love is not being reciprocated in the same way. I would, even if I am with her, there would be a wide contrast in or difference in our own point of view. Like the way she would think or the way I would think on different topics, we would never relate. Like I would always call out casual sexism and she would not mind it. People would ask me to just chill out. And that, I guess, that is the reason the patriarchy, the gender roles, the sexism, that has been the reason that would never let me fit in the traditional society that we have today. The best part, I would say, about marrying yourself is you do not see any changes happening in your life after marriage. You are coming to your own house. There is no domestic violence, no marital rape or dowry exploitation, or a situation where you need validation from your in-laws or from your husband, where you want to work somewhere outside in a different country. You would always need to seek if your husband can come with you, or you'll miss on the opportunity to be here in where you are right now, to be with your husband. So there are lots of changes which you go through after marriage when you are in a heterosexual relationship, in heterosexual marriage. But I would say when you're marrying yourself, you need no validation. You act in your life just according to how you want. You grow as an individual, you are living on your own terms, and I guess that's the best part about marrying yourself. There has been actually many challenges when I was getting married, not after marriage, I would say. So when I was getting married, there has been many challenges, like people were against it. It was something new in the country. I didn't know that I would be the first case that would come out as someone marrying themselves in India. But it just when it blowed up and people wanted to learn about it, it is always like, whenever someone hears something new that they have not been following from generations, the audience get divided into 50-50. 50 people would be 50% of people would relate to it and would want to know it. 50% would want to retain their customs which they have been following from many ages, and they do not want to make any changes in the traditions. They feel like their culture is being exploited. So I felt that division in media, in society when I was getting married. Everyone were waiting for 11th of June, and I was very unsure if my marriage would happen very safely and without any chaos. That was the reason I had to even prepone my wedding on 8th of June, and so no one would know about it and I'll get married to myself. So there has been even a political approach towards it, where politics had a point of view on it, saying that it is against Hindutva, and that would decrease the population of women in Hinduism. When me and Sunita ji were on a debate, on a live debate, we were talking about it, and she actually mentioned, do not get married in a temple. And I told her that I'm really sorry if I, in knowingly or unknowingly, I disturb your emotions. But for me, my main aim was to marry myself. I just wanted to be happy. I just wanted a celebration of self-love which I have for myself. So I said, okay, I won't get married in a temple, but I'm marrying myself. But she also said that would decrease the population of women in Indian society. I would say things like this come naturally. When many people from LGBTQIA+ came to me and said this is something, when we got to know about Sologamy, this is something very inspiring to us. I would say how this is related to LGBTQIA+. There are asexual people who do not feel sexually attracted to someone else. What will they do in such a situation? Just because there would be a decrease in women population in Indian society, they won't forcefully marry a opposite gender, not even a gay woman or a gay man or asexual person. And this is something which I feel naturally. And living in a democratic country, I believe I have a freedom to decide if I want to get married, if I do not want to get married, or if I want to get married to myself, if it has no legal barrier. I would say you can love yourself being alone, being with your friends, being with your family, being with your partner, even being with your children, in-laws, and anywhere. But how the self-love is different is because I found my partner within myself. I felt that I do not need a person as my partner. I do not need my better half who would support me or who would be with me in my life's ups and downs. Because I guess from many ages, from the mythological books, from histories, to even now, if you will talk about psychiatrists, if you talk about any sages or saints, they have always said, look within if you want to find peace, if you want to find happiness. Everything is inside. And that is what I have been doing. And I don't know why there were questions on that. I would say the happiness is different because I'm not burdening someone to make me happy. Being in a relationship, that you are my partner, it is your responsibility to make me happy. I'm not happy being with you, but we need to take that responsibility on ourselves. We ourselves need to be happy. We cannot burden someone. So you can definitely be happy alone, you can definitely be happy with someone else, But when you are choosing not to be with someone and be happy, you are choosing to be your own partner, you are choosing to love your own self, and you think you can live with yourself being happy without having a partner. I would say that is very natural, that is very psychological. Even if you're married with your partner, you'll see an attractive person and you'll glance at them, you'll give a glance. But do you do anything about it? That is the question. Do you make a move on the other person? No, you do not, because you don't want to cheat on your partner. The same way, it is very natural if I like someone, if I get feelings for someone, but yes, I'm not going to make a move on that. And about marrying someone else, if I fall in love, that is not possible, because till the time I am seeing this differentiation in the society, till the time patriarchy exists, till the time there are gender biases, I do not see myself fitting into the system, and I do not see myself marrying the opposite sex or the same sex or living with them. The time I got married, I was just jumping in my joda, I was dancing, I was doing garba, and I couldn't be any more happier. I was just happy. I feel like I was feeling as if I'm the luckiest bride.
Okay, I was quite surprised when I heard about it first time, and she called me and she told me she's going to get married. And then she told me she's going to do this sologamy, and I was not aware of the concept. But then she told me you should Google about it and you should get to know. And then I Googled about it and I was amazed by the concept. It was something new I never heard of. And I'm sure in India it was shock for everyone. But I think it is a good concept, and I was happy to know that she's marrying herself, because as I know her, I know she always do something different. She even donated her hair once, I know, and I was telling her, don't cut your hair, let me see you first with hair and then you can cut your hair. And she was like, no, I want to donate this, and that will make me feel good. If it is giving happiness to someone, it is more important for me. So she has always been like this, full of surprises. But I'm happy that she's happy with herself, and I'm supporting her in every way I can.
After marrying myself, I'm the happiest person. A bride, but I do not want to become someone's wife.